Hello everyone. In this video we will study about the second adjustment required at the time of reconstitution of partnership firm due to admission of a partner, that is treatment of goodwill. And the guidelines about the treatment of goodwill given under accounting standard 26. This accounting standard 26 relates with the accounting treatment of intangible assets. Here the goodwill can be of two types, and these are purchase goodwill and non-purchase goodwill. Purchase goodwill stands for when some consideration in money or money worth has been paid for it, and only the purchase goodwill can be recorded in the books of accounts as per accounting standard 26. Here non-purchase goodwill stands for internally generated goodwill, or we can say that when no consideration in money or money worth has been paid for it, then this will be known as non-purchase goodwill. And non-purchase goodwill cannot be recorded in the books of accounts as per accounting standard 26. Here the one of the most important information is, if goodwill account already exists in the books of the firm, then at the time of reconstitution of partnership firm, here reconstitution of partnership firm means either it is change in profit sharing ratio, admission of a new partner, retirement of an existing partner, or death of an existing partner. In all such cases, if a goodwill already exists in the books of the firm, then it is written off by old partners in their old ratio. And for writing off the existing goodwill, the journal entry will be old partners capital account debit to goodwill account. And this is for the goodwill already exists, now written off by old partners in their old ratio. This is a common treatment at the time of reconstitution. If whenever goodwill is already exist, then it will always written off by the old partners in their old ratio. Now at the time of admission for the treatment of goodwill, the first possibility is when new partner pays the amount of goodwill or premium privately. Here privately stands for outside the business. And if the new partner pays the amount of goodwill privately, then no entry is required to be passed for the treatment of goodwill. This we can understand with the help of an illustration. For example, there are three partners X, Y and Z. Their profit sharing ratio is 3:2:1. A is admitted as a new partner for 1/4 share in profit, and A will introduce rupees 1 lakh as capital and rupees 20,000 as premium for goodwill, which he gives privately to the old partners. And we are required to pass necessary journal entries at the time of A's admission. Now because it is clearly mentioned that about the goodwill, that goodwill is paid by the new partner privately, that's why there will be no entry for goodwill will be passed in the books of the firm in this case. But only we will pass the entry for capital introduced by A. So therefore the entry will be cash or bank account debit to A's capital account for cash introduced by A as capital. So this way you will always keep in mind, whenever the amount of goodwill is paid privately by the new partner, then there will be no journal entry will be passed for the treatment of goodwill in such case. Now the second possibility is when the new partner brings his share of goodwill or premium in cash. And here there can be two possibilities in the second case, and these are: number one, if it is retained in the firm, and second one is if it is withdrawn by the old partners. First of all, if it is retained in the firm, means whenever the new partner bring his share of goodwill in cash and it is retained in the firm, then in this case the two entries will be passed. Number one, for the cash introduced by new partner as premium or goodwill, the entry will be cash or bank account debit to premium for goodwill account. And now you will always keep in mind, whenever the new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash, it will be transferred to sacrificing partners capital account in their sacrificing ratio. That's why the second entry will be premium for goodwill account debit to sacrificing partners capital accounts in their sacrificing ratio. So this way these two journal entries will be passed when new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash and it is retained in the firm. Now if the amount of goodwill is withdrawn by the old partners, in this case the first two entries will be the same. That means first of all the new partner will bring his share of goodwill in cash, then it will be transferred to sacrificing partners capital account in their sacrificing ratio, and the third entry is for the withdraw the amount of goodwill by the sacrificing partner. The third entry will be sacrificing partners capital account debit to cash or bank accounts. When sacrificing partner withdraw the amount of goodwill, it will reduce the balance of their capitals. That's why sacrificing partners capital account will be debited, and because there is outgoing of cash, that's why the cash or bank account will be credited. This treatment we can understand with the help of a question, and this is the question number 21. In this question, L, M and N are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2:1. They admit O into partnership. O brings in cash rupees 4,50,000 as capital and rupees 1,50,000 as goodwill. For 1/5 share of the profit, pass necessary journal entries and find out the new profit sharing ratio when goodwill is retained in the firm and goodwill is withdrawn by the old partners. Now if we brief up the question, then in this question there are three partners L, M and N. Their profit sharing ratio is 3:2:1. O is admitted for 1/5 share in profit and O brings rupees 4,50,000 as capital and 1,50,000 as goodwill. We are required to give the treatment of goodwill if the goodwill is retained in the firm, and second one is if the amount of goodwill is withdrawn by the old partners. Now in this case, first of all we will give the journal entry of capital, and in this case the entry will be cash or bank account debit to O's capital account. For cash, introduced by O as capital. Now for the treatment of goodwill, first case is goodwill is retained in the firm. In this case two entries will be passed. First entry, the amount of goodwill introduced by the new partner, and it is given 1,50,000. That's why the entry will be cash or bank account debit to premium for goodwill accounts, that is rupees 1,50,000. And we know that when the new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash, it is automatically transferred to sacrificing partners capital accounts in their sacrificing ratio. Now in this case we know that the sacrificing ratio will be equal to the old profit sharing ratio of the partners, because we have new partner share but no any other information related to new partner. In this case the old ratio and the sacrificing ratio will be the same as we studied it in the earlier videos. That's why in this case the next entry will be for the transfer of amount of goodwill. The entry is premium for goodwill account debit to L's capital account, to M's capital account and to N's capital account. 1,50,000 in the sacrificing ratio, that is 3:2:1. The amounts will be 75,000, 50,000 and 25,000. Now the B part is if the goodwill is withdrawn by the old partners. In this case first, second and third entries will be the same. First entry for the introduction of capital. Second and third entry is for the goodwill. First of all the new partner brings the goodwill in cash. In the third entry we will transfer the amount of goodwill to sacrificing partners capital account in their sacrificing ratio. Now the fourth entry is, this entry is for withdrawn of the amount of goodwill by old partners, and when the old partners withdraw the amount of goodwill, the entry will be old partners capital account debit to cash or bank account. That's why L's capital account debit, M's capital account debit, N's capital account debit to cash or bank account. Whatever the amount is transferred to their capital account as goodwill, the same will be withdrawn by sacrificing partners. And this is the solution of this question. And if in this type of question it is mentioned that only the 50% amount is withdrawn or 25% amount is withdrawn by the old partner, then this last entry will be passed with only that percent of amount. If it is 50%, then we will half these amounts. If it is 25%, then with the 1/4 amount, this entry will be passed.